Hi, Laura back again for another video, this time on the relationship spectrum. A key model that comes up particularly in L4M6, but also in other modules across the SIPS qualifications. This is the relationship spectrum, and you can see that it runs from competitive all the way through to collaborative. There are 9 relationship types in total, and these are adversarial, arm's length, transactional, closer tactical, single sourcing, outsourcing, strategic alliance, partnership, and CoDestiny. You need to know all 9. You could be asked questions across all of them. So I have a little saying that helps remember it. I take the first letter from all of the relationship types and make a little saying, and that is AAT calling SOS to the PC. So AAT calling SOS PC helps you remember it in order. Silly little things like that may sound stupid, but actually work as mental hooks. The point is to choose the right sort of relationship with the supplier. There is absolutely no point in spending loads of time creating a strategic alliance with a supplier that should be arm's length or merely transactional. So this allows you to create the right strategy and gain the most amount of benefit for your organization and reduce your risk. The first relationship, and the most competitive, is adversarial. Adversarial is for one-off purchases where it's a win-lose. Buyer and supplier are opponents, there's very little trust and communication, knowledge is power, so we keep our cards close to our chest, and a huge potential for conflict here. Arm's length relationships. It's still very distant. The buyer does not need frequent access to the supplier. It might be that we're just purchasing once every 6 months or once every year. And so purchases are infrequent and low volume, so we keep them at an arm's length. Transactional relationships. Transactional is more frequent requirements, but it's still very much low value, low risk supplies. So this is something we use for stationery, and we play the suppliers off against one another. There's plenty of suppliers out there, no need to have a close relationship. Closer tactical. Here, a close collaborative relationship is not justified, but you think that supplier is good, so you want to keep them on the back burner for the future. So you're going to collaborate with them, you're going to keep them sweet, but right now you don't actually need them. Single sourcing. Single sourcing is where we grant exclusivity for a single item to a single supplier. We put all our eggs in one basket, as they would say in Love Island. It implies a high level of trust. It is not sole sourcing. It's not a monopoly. We're making the choice to do this. Outsourcing. Outsourcing is a delegation of work previously done in-house to an external supplier. This allows us to focus on our core competencies and give up, say, facilities management or catering or security. Strategic alliance. Strategic alliance is where 2 or more organisations work together to get a win-win. Now that's usually to the short to medium term, and it will be things like celebrities signing up with supermarkets to sell products. Partnerships. Partnership is where the buyer and supplier agree to collaborate closely for long term, sharing information and ideas with a very high level of trust. It's a win-win, it's for your strategic projects, and it will go for the long term. The final relationship is CoDestiny. This is an even closer relationship than partnership, essentially where the buyer and supplier integrate their processes and systems together so closely that you can never take it apart. An example could be McDonald's and their Happy Meal toy producers. They're seen as an extended enterprise for McDonald's as they're so close and integrated together. So this could be an example of a CoDestiny relationship. Hope you found this useful. Please subscribe and check out our courses on our website and go back to any of the other model videos that we've got. Thanks for listening.